Live.
Live and direct. Check one, check two, check one, check two. I don't see anything in the studio though.
Didn't come up.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's try this. Let's try this. Check, check, check. Salute to Knicks Nation. Technical difficulties, but we mobbing through. Salute to Knicks Nation. We are live and direct again. How's the connection now?
On my end, it's going back and forth, but it's been good so far. But then I just looked at the stream and we're we're still buffering. So I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah.
The two of us are buffering.
Yeah, the whole entire stream is just buffering.
But we're coming from your side though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be OBS, and I have no idea what else to do.
Okay, so you want to try it?
Cause now it's green. So let me see. I see it keeps going back and forth. I don't know why.
Green now. I see myself.
Yeah.
Looks okay. From the preview I'm looking at, looks all right.
Yeah.
Now it's buffering.
Yeah.
It's just the videos.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. OBS, it keeps going back and forth. Now it's red. Now it's back to green for a little bit.
This is right. So this is your connection. So this doesn't really have anything to do with me.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm telling you. I don't think it was you. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was you. It's OBS.
It says no data. Stream will end shortly. You stopped the stream?
No.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So I think it's your OBS.
Mm-hmm.
They said the audio's crispy.
Mm-hmm.
They said the audio's crispy.
I've reset OBS. I reinstalled it. I did everything. I restarted the computer while we were off. I don't know why OBS is tripping right now.
Videos like what's the bit rate? What's the bit rate on your OBS? Is it 30?
Yeah, I'm at 30. Yeah, the settings are the exact same they are every single time I do the show. I haven't changed nothing. Not a thing.
I see. Yeah, they're saying we're good. Are you getting the green light, yellow, or red?
It's green for a bit, and then it goes to yellow, then it goes to red, then it goes right back to green. It's fluctuating. I don't know.
Okay, so it's not the hotel. I'm in a wire.
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah, you've been good since we called back. We've been good. You've been fine, but the OBS is tripping.
Okay. What do we want to do here? Should I try it? Dave, I know there's no audio on the phone. I didn't set up the phones yet, so we're saying the stream is just freezing.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we could just rock with the audio.
Yeah, as long as the audio is not buffering for the chat, I don't know. I can't hear that.
Yeah, but it's just that the video's just not there. I mean, we could certainly rock with the audio. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, the video's just chopping in and out though.
Yeah, like I'm on the live on YouTube, and yeah, it's it's cutting in and out.
Yeah.
I'm all out of ideas. I've done all my.
Let's just rock with the audio, man. Show must go.
Must go on.
I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later on. But the audio's good, and we're up and running. So to everybody in the chat once again, bear with us. If you've been rocking with KnicksFanTV for a long time, you know these things happen at times, and it is what it is. 105, 103, Knicks go down.
105, 107, sir. 105, 107.
I thought it was 105, 103.
Nah,
or was it 107, 105?
Yeah, we lost. Yeah, 105, 107.
107, 105. Knicks go down on the plate. You know what, man? I was tight too, man, because as the crowd was chanting F Trey Young, I saw him taking it all in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was ready for it. And in the third quarter, second quarter, it got loud in there for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, I hope he doesn't get his revenge. And he got his revenge, bro. He got his revenge in the last play. I mean, really the whole fourth quarter, because the whole fourth quarter was a Trey Young show. Between the free throws, he had two big assists for three-pointers, one to Bogdanovich in the corner and one to DeAndre Hunter at the top of the key three. He got the call on RJ, which was a ticky-tack call, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last play of the game, he took burnt Frank around the corner. There was no help defense and got a wide open layup for the win. It's just one game, bro.
One game.
It's just one game, bro.
Yeah.
But what you think about it overall?
Yeah, no, it was definitely, you could tell the jitters were there for us for sure. I got to give props to the Hawks. And the only time I will give them props was they came out from the jump and they were playing well the entire game. And they were prepared for a team that, just like us, that have not been in it for quite some time. Trae Young in his first playoffs. I gotta give him credit. He did a solid job, controlled the game, and you could tell we played a little nervous in the beginning. Nothing was going down. Poor Reggie had a rough game offensively for us. We talked about Julius many times. We're probably gonna talk about him throughout the night. He had a rough offensive showing for today. R.J. Barrett, to me, I feel like he had his moments, but he didn't really capitalize on them. He had that amazing dunk. He had some great offensive. He was hustling really well, rebounding, doing a lot of stuff, but I feel like he wasn't as aggressive as he should have been. The bench did what the bench does. I was really proud of us picking up the pieces when we were dropping them, and when your best player is not playing as well as he was, the bench was doing what they had to do, and that's all you could really ask for. And to only lose this game by 2 points with our best player having the shooting night he had, I'll take it. Like you said, it's one game, it's a 7-game series. Let's bounce back. I just hate losing game ones when we have home court advantage, because I get those 2013 vibes all over again. But it's all good. I feel like we got a chance here. We'll be all right.
I mean, we're two evenly matched teams.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're definitely two evenly matched teams, and I'm with you. I'm just dialing into the phones. Phone lines are going to be up 657-383-1509. We're getting that going. The thing is that, as you said, not having Randall be at his best and still losing by 2, I think you feel good about yourself going into the rest of the series. Because it is an evenly matched team, and I said in the pregame that this is going to come down to the benches. Mm-hmm. Whose bench is going to outplay the other? And I felt confident in the Rose Burks IQ triumphant. And listen, they scored over 45 points, and I don't think there is a bench combination for the Hawks defensively that can slow this unit down. Because if you're gonna trap Rose, Burks is gonna be your other ball handler ready to get it going. If you're going to trap Burks, Rose will get it going. IQ will get it going. So I like our chances there, bro. I definitely like our chances there.
Yeah.
And, it was just tough, man. I agree with you. I wanted to see RJ get a lot more aggressive. Bullock as well. Bullock is our gun. We need Bullock to be on the money. Yeah. And he just wasn't there tonight. It wasn't there tonight.
I mean, 6 for 15 from RJ wasn't that bad. He gave us 11 boards. Like we were talking about before the series even started. We were talking about all hands on deck on the rebounding, and RJ Barrett, from the jump, you could see that they were limiting second chance points in the beginning because RJ Barrett was getting the rebound while Nerlens Noel focused on boxing out Clint Capella, and it was working for the majority of that first half. Clint Capella and the others got away from us a little bit there as the second half went on, but for RJ Barrett to be 6 for 15, the 3-point ball was hurting him today, 1 for 6. But yeah, like you said, I just wanted to see him be a little more aggressive because there was moments where he was doing a lot. He was doing a lot of the heavy lifting. He was helping Derrick Rose out before while Burks was on the bench. You got to give a big shout out to Taj Gibson, who I thought was doing a solid job against Capella there for a few possessions, especially when he came out earlier on. Like you said, man, it's frustrating the way we lost for sure, especially I'm sure for you being in attendance, because I can only imagine watching it. I was having serious FOMO, bro. I was wishing I was there. But yeah, man. But to lose by 2 points in that kind of a game, it hurts. But I'll take my chances with that. With Julius Randle going 6 for 23 and we only lose by 2, I feel good about that.
Yeah, man. Yo, listen, the Garden was electric.
Banging. That's crazy.
Shout out to everybody that was at MSG. Everybody that I ran into at MSG. Definitely was a good time. And the vibes was there, man. 15,000 strong. It was loud early. It'll be loud again on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And I think that might have had the Knicks tight. I think that might have had the Knicks tight for the the opening 8 minutes or so, because the shots just weren't falling. The shots were there for us in the early stages of the game. They just weren't falling.
Yeah.
But give credit. Tibbs was not playing around, bro. 3 minutes into the first quarter, Elfrid Payton have a seat in the corner at the end of the bench like he usually do. We got to get real now. We got to get serious. Brings in Derrick Rose, and that changed the tone of the game.
Yeah.
That changed the tone of the game. It was interesting to see how the Hawks countered, because the thing is, when Payton came in the game, why Tibbs went took him out so fast was because they had Collins on Peyton, and Collins wasn't respecting his shot. He was waiting for him to drive, and he already knew that if he drove, he had no shot there. So Tibbs, he pulled the eject button fast and got Rose back in the game, bro.
And it was that, and on top of that, I don't know about you, seeing it in person, Trae Young had like 3 early wide open shots, and I'm looking to see what Elfrid Payton is on the replay, and he just got lost for whatever reason. There's 2 guys on John Collins on one possession, and on the other possession he got eaten up by the screen that wasn't even that strong. So he wasn't giving it on the defensive end, and like you said, it was a liability on the offense. So yeah, Tom Thibodeau was not playing any games this time, and he took him out instantly. But then that draws the question that we've been asking all season: why not just cut the loss now? I feel like Emmanuel Quickley, who might not have the same kind of game in game 2, or we can go to Frank Ntilikina and whatnot. Why not start with somebody else? Because I feel like why not just cut that loss with those 3 minutes? Shoot, was it 8 minutes he played tonight? Because it almost feels like a handicap at this point that we're just giving them a little head start every single time. And I know it'd be nice to start Derrick Rose, but we really need him to come off of that second unit, come off the bench with that second unit. So it's like beating a dead horse, but man, in the playoffs you're seeing it hits a little bit differently than the regular season.
For sure. I don't know. Do we go Burks first, or do we just go to rip the Band-Aid off, go to Rose? I think we should do that.
Yeah.
But then, as you said, the second unit you kind of lose that spark. But I think Burks can get the job done
with
for
Quickly.
Us, man.
Yeah.
Burks IQ can get it done. Sprinkle in a little bit of Obi.
Yeah.
You want to get Frank? I said move Frank up.
Yeah.
We don't have to rely on Frank to make a stop when he's ice cold.
Right.
Just move him up.
Right. Yeah.
Move him up. Move him up. You start Rose, you bring a second unit of Burks, IQ, Frank, and I think that helps us. It helps us get on to their shooters, the Snells, the Hurters of the world, with Frank on playing defense. You still have him as a capable three-point shooter, and then you have Burks and IQ running as the playmakers. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah. I don't know, but the question is, are we going to see it happen? We talked about it. We think Tibbs is going to stick to his unit to the end, but man, it just feels like we're just giving these teams a head start. And seeing it in the playoffs, like I said, it's not the same as seeing it in a regular season game and having the heroics happen how they do. But I don't know. It just felt like, I'm glad he did it. He took him out quick, but it's still, I don't know. I'm not a fan of seeing that. Like, we cannot have those slow starts and playing catch up the entire game. I don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Ashley's on the Zoom.
Just send an invite. Yeah, I got you, Ash.
And she's gotta jump in the Discord. For right now, let's get to the people on the Discord. Let's jump in with King Deej. King Deej, what's going on, bro? You gotta unmute your mic, bro.
What's good? Can y'all hear me? I can't even. Oh, there we go. I can hear myself. What's up, man? Yo, first off, I know it's late. The Wi-Fi, CP's in the hotel. CK got the little Wi-Fi tripping, but hit that thumbs up.
I don't think it's on my end. It could just be a technical glitch with DK side. But it is what
it
is.
Yeah, it is what it is. We work with what we got, man. Hit that thumbs up button. The garden was electric. Unfortunately, I have my first vaccine. I don't get my second one until Wednesday. So I will be in there, God willing, if they make it to the second round. But we got ourselves a battle right here. I just wanted to tell everybody, relax. Everybody's panicking because it's only game 1. I liked what I saw, except for what I saw from Randall. But I think it was just nerves. And I think, honestly, Randall was just in his own mind. Like, the vets came to play. They bailed him out. Burks, Rose, Taj, they bailed him out. So even RJ, RJ didn't play efficiently, but RJ did a lot of stuff that didn't show up on the stats. He did. So I'm not worried about the game. They only lost by 2. What I am concerned about with Tibbs is we can't let Trae Young just do whatever he want to do, guys. Like, we can't let him go downhill. He shot 1-3. It was the logo on Derrick Rose. I'm okay with that. That's a tough shot, but that's his range. But we can't let this man go downhill, because if he goes downhill, then Clint Capella becomes a factor. We won the rebounding boards 49-42, so they did their job with that. But you gotta take away his floater game. He's clearly a floater god. He leads in the top 5 of the league in floaters. So I just want to see how Tibbs adjusts to that. We might have to treat him like Steph. You see how Memphis and the Lakers played Steph in the last 2 games? Just double him for somebody else. Because all credit to the Hawks. Obviously, they're a great shooting team, but none of those guys put the ball on the floor to do anything besides Lou Will. That was it. Everybody else is just spot up shots, create a shot off the dribble for three. They're not going downhill. Trae Young is downhill. Lou Will was downhill, and that hurt us a lot because they got a lot of points from that, bro. So hopefully Tibbs does the Steph Curry treatment. I don't want to see him go under because that kid got range.
That's right.
And it's got to be the Steph. It's got to be the Steph. He had a quick hook on Peyton, so nobody could be mad at that. That kid, Peyton played 8 minutes. Statistically, that's 2 minutes each quarter, bro. Nobody should be in here talking about Peyton. He's not even a factor. Not even a factor. I'm upset with Frank for giving him the right. Like, stop giving. I don't understand why Frank always gives the person a strong hand. Like, I hate that. But we gonna be all right. Game 2's on Wednesday. I'm not worried. I told y'all this is gonna be a long series. I still got them winning in 6, but Atlanta's no joke. So if y'all wasn't taking them seriously, you gotta take them seriously now. Tibbs got to readjust. The vets was there. The rookies. Let me shout out. Hold on. Let me shout out the pick that I wanted before I leave. Obi Toppin, man. All the disrespect, and this kid looked more ready than Randall tonight. And that's not a knock. I'm just saying. Obi Toppin's a older player, played longer in college. You know, he had the ankle injury to begin the season. No training camp. He looks solid out there, bro. Quickly, a flamethrower, as Wally Zerbiak would say, man. So, Randall, I just need you to get it together. Here's one good stat about Randall to make everybody feel better. From long breaks, he struggles that first game in. If you remember the Milwaukee game this year, and in the last game of last year, when before All-Star break, he struggles. So this is a real thing now. Like, it's real. He struggles after a long break. So they had a week off. Hopefully that does him better. I know y'all got more calls, so I just wanted to throw that out there. We good. Everybody relax, breathe. We in here. It's 6 games, 6, 7. All right, man. I'm out. Peace and love, y'all.
King DJ from Staten Island. Appreciate it, man. Yo, it's a series. It's a series, man. What we want to do now is split the games, split the home, and then go down to ATL and make some noise, man. So, as you said, yeah, Randall, he just wasn't in the rhythm. Definitely wasn't comfortable out there. 15 points, 14 boards is not going to get it done for you. He's got to be better. I don't think it was anything that the Hawks did, that threw him off defensively. I just think his shots weren't full and his decision making wasn't crisp. This is playoffs. Got to take it up a notch. So, Ash, how we feeling out there, Ash? How you doing? What are you thinking about this game?
You're muted, Ash.
Muted?
There you are.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Listen. Papa Moss and I were. Am I muted again?
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
Oh, I can hear you.
You're
Okay,
good. You're good.
Listen, Papa Moss and I were having a heart attack watching this game. The cardiac Knicks struck again, this time in the playoffs. Look, there were a lot of good things that we did, and then there were a lot of bad things that we did. I want to focus on the good first. I think, the bench was fantastic. I mean, Derrick Rose, first of all, Burks, pay that man right now. Back up the Brinks truck. Whatever he wants, give it to him. I think that Derrick Rose obviously was there and full force, ready to go, kept us in the game.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
No, you're good.
They were saying there's an chat, but I think you're good now.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, they were saying I was loud. I don't know. I didn't touch anything,
good.
so
You're good.
Turn it down. You're good. Yeah.
I just, here's the thing with Julius Randle. Not a great game for him, 6 of 24. So that's not great. But also for me, look, you're not going to have the best offensive games from everybody, right? Everyone's not going to score the most points on the board. Julius Randle may not always be the top scorer of the night. But what I don't like that he did was that if you look at his scores, if you look at his stat line, rather, I don't like the fact that if it's not your night, then be a floor general. Facilitate. Pass that ball out. If you look at his assists, he only had 4 assists the entire game, which means to me he was trying to make things happen that were not happening for him. He was trying to put up shots that were not going to fall. It was just not his night. So what do you do in that event? You go ahead and you become an assist machine. Pass it out to the guys with the hot hand. Keep the ball movement. Facilitate the ball movement. Back out, kick it out, keep the possession alive. The goal of every single possession is not who's gonna score, who's gonna have the most points. It is to score. That's all you have to do at the end of the day. Just give it to somebody who can get the points on the board. You don't have to be the guy to take the shot, especially if it's not your night. I think he has this hero mentality sometimes where he feels like he has to be the one. And if he's not the one, then he doesn't have a plan B. Always have a plan B. Also, I just feel like we were getting killed on the pick and roll. It was absolutely astronomical how we kept falling for the same trap at least 10 times in the same game. Ultimately, that was the play that won the Hawks the game. It was the exact same play. And look, you're not going to be able to defend 30 footers. You know, if a guy's chucking something up from the logo, it's hard to defend that. But if they are trying to get points in the paint, this is a New York Knicks defensive heavy team. If a guy wants to go ahead and score in the paint, you make it difficult for him. You bulldoze him. You don't let him get points in the paint. That's the one thing you should constantly be defending, and we did not defend the paint the way we should have tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Well, first on the Julius thing, I think part of the only the force is because he just wasn't putting enough pressure on the defense. A lot of times when he's getting those double digit or close to double digit assist games is because he's attacking the basket. You know, he's making the proper reads out of the double team. And tonight, I just thought it was just too much one-on-one. He was trying to go to the baseline. That was his go-to move. It wasn't really falling for him. He did hit a big three down in the fourth quarter to keep us in the game for sure. But overall, he's just got to be better. You know, overall, he's just got to be. So I agree with you on that. And yeah, you're right. You know, pick and roll, they were shredding us on the pick and roll all game long. Whether it was just, Trae Young having, open room to the basket to drop those floaters in. He was getting Capella and John Collins over the top of the defense. They were also screening the big. So Taj and Noel were getting jammed up on those pick and rolls as well. And so, give credit to the Hawks. They were executing it well, and they had the guys to finish. But now it's on Tibbs to play that chess match, and let's see how we adjust. Again, do we throw some occasional traps at Trae? Maybe it's not all the time because, listen, the Hawks can throw a 5-man lineup out there where all of them can shoot threes.
Mm-hmm.
So they're dangerous. Yeah. They're a dangerous team, but if we might have to find our spots to maybe throw him off a rhythm a little bit because the way he was going in game one, it was just too easy for him.
Yeah, I saw some people on Twitter talking about double teaming, and here's the thing with double teaming. That's a double-edged sword. Double teaming works great when you are dealing with a team that really only has one or two shooting options on the court, right? So, for example, if you double team the Knicks, and you double team Julius Randle, that's going to affect their offense pretty heavily because that is one of the main scorers. But if you double team the Atlanta Hawks, you double team Trae Young, you're going to kind of reduce some of the points that may be on the offense, but you got 4 of the guys on the court who can score. So you double team Trae, which means one guy's wide open, which means that guy probably is going to be able to put up some points. So double teaming is not something you necessarily want to do against a team like the Atlanta Hawks that is so shooting strong, shooting heavy, offensively powerful, if you will. You just have to go ahead and play the tightest defense you've ever played in your life. This matchup works because it's two opposite ends of the spectrum, right? You have the Knicks, who are a defense-heavy, defense strength of a team. Then you have the Hawks, who defensively aren't the strongest, but offense tends to be their strength. That's a match made in playoff heaven because it clicks. But that just means that one team has to go ahead and overcompensate for what they don't have. And if the Knicks want to go ahead and make this a series and they want to go ahead and stand a chance, they have to go ahead and play the best defense they've ever played in their life. Because offensively, you cannot get into a shootout with the Atlanta Hawks. You will lose every single time.
Shout out to the New York sports guy in the chat. He sends a super chat. He says Trae did what Randall should have did, facilitate and get others involved in the game early, then get your shots late in the game. This should have been RJ's game. Shout out to Junior Karoma. Definitely not feeling the Trae Young vibe. And yeah, man, he got the last laugh. That was the thing. MSG was
I want his head on a platter.
MSG was definitely getting him, but he got the last laugh on us, man. So we'll see how we clap back on Wednesday. Let's get back to the Discord. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad.
CP, they said it's freezing. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, we've been having technical difficulties.
We've been having video issues tonight. We'll bounce back. We'll bounce back on Wednesday, man.
But the audio is good, so we're just rocking.
The audio's rocking. Yeah. So right now we're in podcast mode right now, so we'll just keep it going. Yeah. And let's get back to it. HD23, I'm going to you in the Discord. HD23, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro.
All right, man. I'm really disappointed, but at the same time, I'm hopeful because you
Mhm.
have to look at it this way. On a night when Julius Randle wasn't at his best, we only lost by 2 points, which is a bright spot. And I mean, yeah, definitely a lot of disappointment, of course. I think I've accepted it now that if we make adjustments, I think we can still win this series in 6. But there's still so much bad, so much good. Elfrid Payton, I'm getting really annoyed with him. I mean, every time I watch, I'm like yelling at my TV to just take him out the game because he just lost it. He's not the Elfrid Payton that played in the beginning of the season when he had a couple bright spots. I'm down to maybe put maybe Emmanuel quickly, or maybe if you want, put Frank in. Give him a few minutes. Maybe he'll get it rolling. Because if anything, Frank will distribute the ball and get your shooters better shots. I mean, I know a couple of times Reggie Bullock was a little off today, which is also another bright spot when you think about it. Because
Exactly.
on a night when Reggie Bullock wasn't good, the Knicks were still in it to win it. I'm gonna be short. I'm gonna be real quick. I'm a little worried about our center situation. Hopefully Noel's okay, but it's been a pleasure talking to you guys, and I hope we win game 2. I'm nervous. These next 3 days are gonna be long. Have a good night.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, Bullock was off. Give credit to the Hawks though. They were running him off the 3-point line. He had a couple of looks that didn't drop, but overall wasn't a great effort by him.
Yeah, I co-sign with the caller 100%. That's what I'm saying. Look, to lose by 2 points, and Reggie Bullock, who has not had nights like this where he was 0 for 5 from 3, still 3 for 9 from the field. I mentioned Julius Randle's stats numerous times. RJ Barrett was 1 for 6 from 3. Derrick Rose 1 for 4 from 3. And for them to only win by 2, and I'm gonna give the props to the Hawks. They played great. They did a great job. They made the shots where they need to make them when they were down in certain spots, but. Some of our key players weren't there tonight, didn't do what they had to do tonight. Defensively, I agree with what you guys were saying in the last point, but to lose by 2 points, it's frustrating. But to see, how we fared and how it could have been, I like our chances. And like you said, CP, we got to make sure we close out this home court with a W and then go and split it in Atlanta. To be real, I'm a little worried. I see what they can do, but I feel good about this team. My confidence hasn't swayed a little bit at all.
No.
I think I'm frustrated for 2 reasons. One reason really is you work so hard to get home court advantage for this
Facts.
very reason, right? You want to go ahead and play in front of not only your home crowd, but it's a court you're used to. You defend home court. These are supposed to be games that are quote unquote easy. You're supposed to win these. And they say, a series doesn't start until somebody loses at home. Well, this series has officially started because the Knicks did not take advantage of the whole point in having that number 4 spot in playoff seeding is home court advantage, right? But also, look, I said this from the beginning, and when I broke down this series before it even happened on SNY, I said a bunch of things needed to happen. But one of the things that I said is that you cannot play with the intention of trying to fight for certain calls. As you can see, Derrick Rose was getting mugged in the paint and did not get a single call until maybe late in the 3rd quarter when it came to that situation in itself. You cannot get flustered by lack of calls. You cannot argue with the refs and try to plead your point. This is the New York Knicks. If you're not accustomed to the fact that the referees do not give a damn and don't give you the calls that you deserve, where have you been all season? And on the other side of that, if you're not going to be okay with the fact and be able to overcome the fact that the refs are going to give Atlanta these ridiculous asinine calls. I mean, there were some calls, I think it was like the last few seconds of the game, I want to say, or like the last few minutes, where Trae Young literally had the ball. He was dribbling with his left, I believe, switched it to his right, and I think it was Burks, or I want to say it was RJ. I'm not quite sure who. Maybe like barely touched him on the arm that he already switched the ball to the opposite side, and they called that a foul, and it ended up being a shooting foul, and that kind of started the chain of events for the Atlanta Hawks to win this game. There are going to be suspect calls. There are going to be bad calls. There are going to be things that the New York Knicks do not get. You cannot let that rattle you, and you cannot let that frustrate you. That is going to be the case in any series that you play, but especially in a series with the New York Knicks involved.
So to Zito in the chat, sent a super chat. He says there's no reason we didn't run the offense through RJ down the stretch while Trae Young was guarding him. That's barbecue chicken in the paint. Yeah, I thought that was an opportunity miss there for sure to get RJ going, even in the beginning of the game, because the Hawks, they went big on some of our matchups. You know, they had Hunter one-on-one with Julius. They had Collins basically guarding nobody because Peyton was useless in the beginning, but when Rose came in,
The
they had
beginning.
Collins on Rose. And so RJ had an advantage there on Bogdanovich. I don't think Bogdanovich could check him. So I think RJ had advantages there. He certainly had advantages on the mismatches with Trae Young as well. So definitely, definitely want to see him be bit more aggressive and have them go through him. You know, have them go through him. So let's see what happens on Wednesday.
Are Hawk fans infiltrating the system right now?
They're
What
in
is
there.
going on?
Yeah, you know, there's another in there.
So chat bringing the smoke. You
Yeah.
know, there is no Hawks
Good
fans.
Lord.
All 5 of them are in the chat. We all right. We all right.
Yeah, they're in the chat heavy.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Jeez.
We welcome all viewers. You know, it drives the algorithm, so it is. Well, you
Out
know,
of control.
let 'em talk.
And Hawks fans, nobody's saying that the Knicks lost because of the refs. You guys gotta relax, all 6 of you. Calm down.
That's the entire Hawks
Jeez.
fan base right there.
You know
got
what I mean?
opportunity to gloat tonight, so they got it.
Magic City's not open tonight. Go away.
Tomorrow's the night, Ash. Tomorrow's the night.
Oh, you would know.
Right.
I used to live out there. I used to live
Yeah.
out there. Don't get me wrong. But also, you know, when Capella's out the game, there's a big opportunity there for the Knicks because Gallinari's food, there is no answer when it comes to defending the paint for the Hawks when Capella's out the game. That's a tremendous opportunity for the Knicks to attack the rim and do what they please, because I don't see, you know, any of these Hawks defenders really putting fear in us. And so I thought they did okay in that regard, but they got to look to exploit that. As soon as Capella gets out the game, you got to attack that paint because it's wide open. There's nothing stopping you from getting there and hopefully drawing some contact. So we'll definitely see what happens there.
And I feel like
CK,
that was
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that was something I felt like we were doing really well in that first half, but we went away from. Like RJ Barrett did a good job getting there a few times. Derrick Rose was making it look easy. Julius Randle would have one possession and then he never went back in the paint. I feel like that's something that I'm sure they'll see in the tape that they'll probably try to attack more on. Because once Clint Capella came out of the game, the paint just became open. So I hope that's definitely something they take advantage of in game 2.
Advantage of that, man.
Yep.
CK, while I'm gonna get to the call and shout out the super chats. Can you just pull up KnicksFanTV.com? I want to talk about the giveaway and the sponsors as well. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. I want to shout out Sports Live and the ATL. He says, I have a channel, have been for years. We are healthy now. Okay, so I guess he's a Hawks fan. Okay. All right. Paul Robinson salute. He says, Quickly was the best point guard we played all night. He played only 21 minutes in a game where the other point guards weren't playing good D. Tibbs doesn't respect rookies. I don't agree with that. IQ definitely got their share. Rare Edition says Styles win fights, power versus finesse. We will catch them with that power punch and strike fear in our opponent. Let's go. Shout out to the rhyme animal Chuck D. Everybody throw hashtag PE in the chat. Chuck says ATL will be like home games. CPCK. Trae Young will be surprised that we have to silence 2 buildings and want to play in OKC soon. Little man got to eat playoff floor. Yeah, can somebody knock this dude on his ass, man?
Please.
Somebody.
Golly.
I know this is not the same NBA, but come on, man. We can get a little bit more physical with the kid. I know that's possible, bro.
I completely agree. Sorry, I'm trying to get the site up. Hold on. I'm trying to get it up. Everything's all messed up. These technical difficulties messed us up tonight, man. Crazy.
Yeah. It's one of those nights. It's all good.
Yeah.
Teacher, you broadcasting from MSG? What's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm on the roof. I'm outside, Ash. I'm on a rooftop. As you can see, I'm on the rooftop. So, MSG was electric, man. It was definitely a vibe. It's good to be out there, vibe out with the people. You're so close to a win, man, but it just
Thanks for answering my text, by the way. I asked you to get me a shirt. Didn't get it.
When?
You got it?
No. I didn't get your text.
Wow. Did you at least give me a copy of the Times?
Of course, I got that.
Thank you. At least I'll take that.
That's
at
a
least
dub.
bare minimum.
That's a dub.
And I didn't even get the text, but I got the shirt. I got the newspaper. We
Oh,
just
I didn't know because I had. I was like, get me one of the shirts. Like, take one off somebody's chair.
Oh no, they had them. They had them like the same way, like hanging off the table. So we good. We good. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I got a joint for you. Don't worry, man.
Oh, appreciate it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Now
we
we
got.
don't have to fight.
Nice little memento.
I didn't get the text, but no, I got that stuff though. So we all good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Someone said the Manscaped newspaper. Not that newspaper, guys.
No, no.
Hey,
No,
Not
no,
that
not that
one.
one. Not that one. I got the side up, CP.
Leave home without it. Throw it in your bag, man. Salute to Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com and a promo code Knicks for 20% off plus free shipping. Definitely salute to that. And make sure game 2. CK, the pop-up didn't pop up on your on when you opened up KnicksFanTV.com?
Not the first time. Let's see. Let me refresh.
Should.
It should. Let me refresh it. Because it
Yeah.
normally does. Last time I came on, it did.
Okay.
I got you.
We'll just let everybody know, man. If you go to KnicksFanTV.com for game 2, I've teamed up with the guys at Forzano Law Firm to give away 2 tickets plus a $200 gift card to the NBA store. 2 tickets to Wednesday's game. They're in the vaccinated section. You have to be vaccinated to get these tickets. You got to show proof of vaccination and your ID when you get to MSG. But it's 2 free tickets plus a $200 NBA store gift card. We're going to give that away Monday night at 10 p.m. And once again, that is sponsored by my guys at Forzano Law Firm. Knicks fans, if you've been injured in an auto accident, motorcycle, construction, slip and fall, nursing home abuse, or any type of personal injury situation, start the path to recovery and monetary compensation with the Forzano Law Firm. Call 718-372-1397. Tell them CP the franchise sent you. Ask for Anthony, ask for David. They'll take care of you. They offer free consultation. They also offer free representation until you get paid. If you don't get them by phone, you can visit them on the website, forzanolaw.com, and they have a 24-hour live assistant. The address is 271 Avenue U in Brooklyn, 1 block from the F train. So shout out Anthony and David, 2 diehard Knicks fans over at Forzano Law Firm. Make sure you guys give them a call for your personal injury attorney needs. And if you go to KnicksFanTV.com, as CK has it up there, it'll pop right up.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys sign up. We got a ton of entries. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of people that are trying to get in a building on Wednesday. So, looking forward to that. Okay, back to the phones we go. Let's go to Ari's in the building. Ari on the Discord. Ari, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, CP? What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, God, man. It's been one of the worst weeks ever, and this was
CK
absolutely
and
terrible.
Ashley are here too. Hi.
TK, what's up, man? Ashley, congrats on the New York Times. Unlike
Thank
you, I don't
you.
I don't spread hate and division. You know, I think we're all on the same team. So, you know, I think it's all about love and inclusivity. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
What?
I'm just saying.
Today,
But
Ari's olive branch's eggs.
I'm trying to
Were
extend.
they-
I mean, shout out Jalen Julius. You castigated Jalen Julius because he shouted me out, and you know I don't think you should be I don't think you should be like telling people not to shout me out. I thought we're on the same team. You know what I mean? I didn't know.
I didn't
I
know we
didn't
were
know.
going back 5-10 shows ago.
The beef will
go
never
ahead.
end, bro.
All right, whatever. It's fine. But listen, real talk though, like the reason why we lost this game is simple. Is their all-stars showed up and ours didn't. You know what I mean? I can't hear the show because the Discord won't let me hear the show, so I don't know what you guys have been talking about. But, I mean, when your best player misses 17 shots, you know, it's going to be tough for you to win, you know? So, you know, and listen, he's allowed to have a bad game. It's fine. But, you know, everybody's calling this dude the king of New York. Ashley clowning on me saying I wanted to trade him for chopped cheese, even though when I wanted to trade him for 3 first-round picks. And I'm just saying, before we could crown this guy anything, before we extend him the max money, let's see what he does in the playoffs at least, right? And he's allowed a bad game. It's fine. But let's see how he responds in game 2. That's the real reason why we lost. Like, yeah, you could stop the Trae Young pick and roll. Obviously, Tibbs is going to shut that down next game. They obviously couldn't do that down the stretch. That was, like, technically why we lost down the stretch. But you're not going to win games in the NBA playoffs if your best player misses 17 shots, and then he misses free throws. He turns the ball over, and then you're still starting Peyton for some reason, so you're spotting the other team 6 points. Like, if Peyton didn't play, we probably would have won this game just off of the plus minus because we only lost by like 2 points, right? So, that's the real reason why we lost. But I also think, listen, man, I called in. I forgot when it was. Ashley wasn't here, but it was. I was sipping. I was sipping during the day. It was like the last episode of this episode before that. I was sipping heavy,
Yeah,
so I don't really remember much of it. But all I remember saying is that the 2 reasons why we're gonna lose, why we could lose, is because we can't close games, and because we can't close games, and because we have no offensively, we have like no creativity, like down the like no creativity on offense. We go through stretches where we can't score the ball, right? And listen, Tibbs is a great coach. He's coach of the year in my opinion, but I still don't understand why this guy doesn't run plays for Emmanuel quickly. Like, I don't understand. Like, the guy is shooting 26-foot 3-point shots. He's driving to the lane, shooting off his right foot floaters over Capella. He's clearly hot. There's no excuse for this guy to shoot 1 or 2 shots in the second half of the game. Like, they should be using quickly the same way that the Warriors use Steph. And I'm not saying he's Steph Curry, but I'm saying when your team has struggles to score the ball, why not have Emmanuel quickly, who's a dead open shooter, run off-ball actions for this guy, have him go pin down screens, run around screens back and forth to put at least pressure on the defense. Like, that last play of the game, 0.9 seconds left, you're telling me with 0.9 seconds left in the NBA playoffs, your go-to play is to throw the ball to Randall on the elbow and have him do a fall-away jump shot? Like, it's ridiculous to me. There's no offensive creativity from him. There's no set plays down the stretch.
I can't stand Burks as an inbounder. Nothing good has ever happened to Burks inbound. That's my guy. That's my man. I told my guy I was with that Burks is gonna have a big game, and he did. But I can't stand him inbound because it's almost a disaster. It's almost a 5-second violation sometimes, and other times he's just not getting the ball in properly. So he almost airmailed Randall, and he didn't get a good shot off to end the game.
And that's on Tibbs because he's telling Burks to inbound the ball. And listen, if it wasn't for Alec Burks being like Kobe tonight, we would have lost by double digits, right? Like, it just, every single time down the stretch of games, right? Every single time when it's like a 1 or 2 point game or it's tie game and there's like 15 seconds left, the Knicks never score, all right? And it's just like, Emmanuel quickly's hot. He's the best shooter on the team, right? If I'm Tibbs in 0.9 seconds, I'm trying to get quickly an open look. And if it's not to quickly, I'm trying to get something to the basket. You know what I mean? It's just like every single time down the stretch, it's the same stuff. It's Randall ISO. It's hoping that Alec Burks takes a fall-away jump shot over, like, pulls some Kobe stuff. And you're not going to win in the playoffs when every game comes down to the last 3 minutes in the playoffs, especially when you're a team like the Knicks. It's going to come how you close the game. And Tibbs doesn't even give him a chance because there's no creativity, man. It's just give the ball to Randall, give the ball to Alec Burks, or run Derrick Rose pick and roll, man. And when you have a weapon like Quickly, who's clearly the best shooter on the team, who's hitting crazy shots, you could tell he's hot tonight. They got it. He cannot shoot the ball 2 times a game, man. 2 times and a half. They need to let him shoot him more. So, I think this is on Randall because he didn't show up. I think this is on Tibbs because his offensive creativity is non-existent. Very predictable deep offense to guard. And then, it is what it is. The refs didn't do us favors, but you can't blame the refs, man. But at the end of the day, this is a learning experience to see how Julius Randle bounces back. He's allowed a bad game, but it's just something to look for. So I'm still confident. I still lost a lot of money this week. It's been a very bad week, all right, but I'm still confident, and hopefully they could turn it around. So thank you for the call.
Hang in there, bro. Hang in there. Man, Ari lost his shirt. Man, make sure you can pay rent this week, bro. I got enough super chats to cover you, man, but we appreciate the call, bro. I didn't feel like we didn't execute down the stretch. I thought we did well. Burks had a 5-point sequence, one of which was assisted by Taj, who made a great play as I believe it was Rose that was getting trapped. Taj runs into the middle, gets it. Rose gets it to him. Taj finds Burks in the corner, and another one where Burks made a play. I believe Randall found him. No, this Burks one was off of a Rose assist. He faked the three, stepped in and knocked down a mid-range shot. I didn't think the offense was that stagnant down the stretch. You got to get a stop. And the guy that they got to get a stop on, they couldn't get a stop on him all night. That was the story of the game. You know?
100%. Yep. But I love Ari's point. When he said it the first time, and I love it when he said it tonight, I completely am on board with Manny quickly getting more shots. I think he's 100% there. But also at the same time, as great as Tom Thibodeau's been, we know one thing is for sure. He's never been known to be one to come up with great offensive plays. That's just not his MO. I don't know if that means that we bring someone on the coaching staff for the future to help with that part of it. But like you mentioned, CP, Ali Burks keeps inbounding the ball. Like it's bad almost every single time, but it keeps happening, especially in a moment like tonight where it was a key moment, the last moment of the game, and he's still the one inbounding the ball. To be honest, I would even be fine with over Peyton checking in for that one moment to inbound the ball. I'll take that over it because it never works out, but it keeps happening. So I think that's one of the few things that needs to be improved when we go on to this offseason, stuff like that, future thoughts. But that's just not something Tom Thibodeau has done entirely strong his career coaching in the NBA. He's not an offensive minded dude, and maybe we need to bring somebody in to help out with that.
Yeah, man. We'll see how that goes down. Shout out to First Lady of Sports, throws a super chat in there. She says everyone in the world knew Trey was getting that ball except Tibbs. Why have somebody guard the inbound pass? Double team Trey, make someone else beat you. Not a bad thought. Definitely not a bad thought. So, hey, it's one game, man. It's one game. We will bounce back and get back to it on Wednesday, man.
It's just PTSD, CP.
Sure.
It's just
What's
PTSD.
that?
It's just PTSD, man. Like, it's just scary.
Yeah.
It's just home court advantage, losing game one. I don't know. I'm scared just a little bit, but I feel like we'll be all right.
And the Garden was electric, man. The
Crazy.
Garden was electric. They wanted that game. So, I think all the energy leading up to this game, to lose it can feel deflating. But you just got to remember this is a 7-game series. This is a 7-game series. So, you look for the split and you keep it pushing. Hey, I heard the Jazz is getting mopped right now.
Mopped. It's 110-106, but the Grizzlies are about to take one in Utah, which is huge. Well, no, it's now 110-107.
Okay, how much time is left?
30 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, so
Whoa, 20. Okay, well, this doesn't. I guess yours is a little ahead of mine. No worries.
You got a closer game than people were leading on. So people in the chat was making it seem like Memphis was destroying them.
Earlier on, it was the case. I think Grizzlies was up as much as like 13 points at one point.
Got it. We were trying to get the phones. I had the phones going. For some reason, the phones are stuck. So we're just gonna stick to the Discord for tonight, and Wednesday we'll get the phones back up and going. Okay, couple more. Let's go Leo, and then we're gonna close with Angel and Papa Left. Leo, what's going on? Leo, unmute your mic.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Good. How are you? I just want to say, excuse my voice if it's sounding a little off. I was actually at the Garden tonight too, going crazy the whole time.
Okay.
Electric atmosphere. I agree. After that RJ dunk, oh man, yeah, that was one of the crazier in-person moments I've been at probably. And I just want to say, start off, I agree with what Ash said earlier about how we can't let these foul calls, either the missed calls or the foul baiting from Trae Young, we can't let it get us down right now. We got to hope that the team doesn't let it get them down, because going into the series, like, everybody knows when you're playing against Trae Young, that's his game. That's what he's going to do. And at this point of the year, the playoffs, I just feel like we can't be leaving it up to the refs. We can't be looking back after the game and saying, "Oh, they missed this call. We could have had it if they didn't make this call. If they made that call." We got to recognize, like, knocking down our shots is what matters right now. We got off to a little bit of a slow start. I think we knocked down a few more shots in the first quarter. Randall has a better game. That's our game. You know what I mean? He had, what what he shoot 5 for 23, something like that. So even an average game from Randall, and I think that's ours. Something else, I was thinking about how Portland played Jokic the other night, how they kind of let him get his points, but took away his passing, took away his playmaking, which is really his best asset. And I think when we let Trae Young get past us on the perimeter, when he gets into the paint, he's hitting his floaters, he's drawing his fouls, he's tossing the lobs. They've got two great role men, Capella, Collins, dangerous lob threats. I think as crazy as it is, like, we know he's a great shooter, he's got range. We got to let him get his points. Sorry if I'm going rapid fire here. Everything on my mind after that game.
Yeah,
but I think if we die by Trae Young hitting a bunch of threes, that's better than letting him get a step on our guards into the paint, tossing lobs, getting floaters.
It's automatic.
Yeah, I mean, and you see how it is because he gets past us. You know, one of the centers has to take a step up, has to try to cover it. Then he's got two easy lob men right there, Capella, Collins. That's all day. So, I mean, I'd rather have to look. He hit 1-3 against us today? I don't know. I'd rather die by that than have him get to the paint where he has many more options. He can draw the foul. He can hit that floater. He can toss that lob. So, I mean, just my take. Not leave him wide open or anything like that, but maybe go under a few times, see how that works.
We could certainly try that, man.
Yeah. Otherwise, just a couple more things. I think rotation-wise, obviously trusting Tibbs, Coach of the Year, but it's a little weird seeing an 11-man rotation in the playoffs. Haven't seen 11 different guys get on the floor. And I think, you know, the big thing there is Peyton. I mean, everybody's saying it, but, you know, I try not to hate on the guy. But, yeah, I mean, in a 2-point game, you're looking back at that, like, what was he doing for us on the court? And I'd say almost any other guard on the roster I'd rather have starting. You know what I mean? Even if it be Frank, because he's playing hard defense. The other team has to respect his shooting ability more than they do for Peyton. I mean, that'll get you 2 points in a game, if nothing else. But
that's what I would do, bro. That's what I would appreciate.
Yeah, because
you know, it's only 8 minutes. I appreciate the call. It's only 8 minutes, but I just feel like CK, bro. Let's just start off on a good foot.
That's what I want. That's all I want.
Let's just start off on a good foot.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You know, why not start off 5-on-5 instead of 5-on-4?
Yep.
Or 4-on-5, you know, rather. Why not start off on a good foot, man?
Start off with the handicap. I'm not a fan of it. I just also want to point out, and Hawkeye agreed in the chat. TM kind of heard it too. Leo, man, why Leo sounded like Tibbs at the start of that joint, man? I thought Hawkeye was saying he sounded like Tibbs took a cough drop, and I was there listening to him. I'm like, hold on a second, he's there breaking down things. Don't blame the refs. So I was getting a little curious. I was like, hold on, Tibbs, you taking a few seconds to calm the show? We appreciate you, bro. But I don't know. It was a little suspicious there at the beginning. He sounded like Tom Thibodeau on the call. Talking about Coach of the Year. Yeah, we know. Okay. Congratulations, Leo. Like Nick 6 out here. Knicks fan number 6 or whatever the Alfred Payton's burner was. Okay, Leo.
Wow, big statement game from the Memphis Grizzlies, man. Tell you that much.
They coming in hot, Ash.
They just won. Big statement game.
But that's another thing, you know, Jazz have had a week off, just like the Knicks. You know, Memphis is coming in hot. They got momentum off of the win against the Dubs, which was a big win for them. So I don't think it's a statement on the series, but the Jazz just got to get it together. You know, Jazz just got to get it together. We did go 11 deep tonight. Which is
Ari, he called it so depressing. He in all caps, I just won money off of Memphis. The man can't get out of it.
Yeah. Well, at least you got your rent money.
There you go, bud. There you go.
Needs to go to freaking Gamblers Anonymous or something. He's a sickness.
All right, let's hear from my guy. Let's go to Angel. Angel, what's going on? Angel going once.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. What's good, bro?
Yo, CP, the Queen Ashley, my boy CK2K. What's good, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Good, man.
Smooth. What's up, bro?
A little better, but we're here.
All right. Yeah, that's, hey, listen, man. First thing first, y'all hit that thumbs up for y'all boys, man. Oh, man. I'm just more mad that we didn't play better. To be honest, I still got the series going 7 games. Atlanta's a great team, and it's a lot that we could have did better. First thing, I'm hoping that Noel's injury isn't like too serious because, we're definitely gonna need him. But to be honest, besides Trey Young talking smack at the end of the game and Shaq, look, Julius Randle didn't play well at all, and we lost by 2 points. So I know us Knicks fans, we're hurting right now. We're mad. We should have won this game. But listen, man, I didn't think we were gonna win all our home games anyway. Because you just got to give credit to Atlanta. They're a good team, and I think we're gonna win a game on their home floor as well. But obviously, this game too right here is a must win. You can't go down Atlantic, to Atlanta, 0-2. That's dangerous. You're playing with fire right there. But before I get to my facts, CP, I'm not gonna lie, you had me rolling with that Forrest Gump gift, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That thing had me crying, with Ashley saying she wanted to go to a Knicks game. So, I'm not gonna say nothing because, she ain't ready to, go to a game yet with the GOAT simp, but I'm gonna just leave that right there. But now I'm gonna go to the facts, right? For the love of God, Alfred Payton, bro, can you give me anything? Even if you can't score, can you give me something? Here goes some facts. The last 6 games, this dude has had 3 games with 0 points and 3 games with 2 points. I mean, bro, what do you on the floor for if you can't give me anything? He's had a combined 13 assists in the last 8 games combined. He has 2 assists in 2 games. You feel me? And granted, he has 11 turnovers. He had, so I need something besides what he's giving me. If even if it's 8 minutes, give those minutes to Frank. I mean, damn, like at least Frank can give me a 3-pointer. I mean, come on, bro. You got to give me something. And listen, Trey Young, he had 9 free throws in the fourth quarter. We got to stop fouling him. Granted, we don't get a lot of fouls, but us Knicks fans, we've been dealing with this all year. We haven't been getting fouls all year. And I thought that foul on RG was terrible. But, Trey Young's a superstar. He's going to get his calls. But, at the end of the game, bro, I mean, I'm not going to let Trey Young beat me. I don't care if I would have double teamed him as soon as he got that ball to make him pass the ball. If you beat me with Bogdanovich hitting a 3 or Hunter hitting a 3, then so be it. You got to give up something. But it's like how I told y'all the last few times that I called. I've been watching a lot of Atlanta games, and all they were doing was pick and rolling to the right every single time, and there was a floater. So we gotta, make some adjustments with that. But bro, like he was doing the same thing all game. Can you give me something? I mean, it's frustrating, but it's only one game. It's a 7-game series, and we need to keep our heads up, man, because at the end of the day, I still think we're better than this team, and our superstar and Julius Randle ain't even have a good game yet. And RJ, I need you to be more aggressive. I thought RJ had a great game. Obviously his 3 wasn't there, but keep going to the basket. Post up Trey Young more, take advantage of that. And Reggie Bullock, I need more from you. You got to give me something in the first half. We can't be having, 1 or 2 halves where our point guard and our shooting guard doesn't give us any points at all. So it's just one game at a time, y'all. And, we're going to see what happens in game 2. And as always, man, thanks for taking my call. And Ashley, salute to you for, I saw you in the newspaper and everything, so I'm definitely proud of you. And keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing, Queen. And y'all have a good night, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Appreciate you,
the
man.
calling.
Thank you.
All right, let's close this show. My guy Papa Left in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Papa Left. Closing the show. What's good, bro? Papa Left.
Hello?
Yo.
Papa Left.
You know what though? Like while he gets it together, I will say, listen, Angel said he feels like we're gonna win one in Atlanta. We don't have a choice at this point. You have to steal one in Atlanta. Otherwise, you're not in a good situation. So you're not gonna win this. You have to steal one in Atlanta now. So listen, if the Hawks did it in the Garden, we should be able to do it at the State Farm Arena. The State Farm Arena. Get it? Yeah, you have no choice. I listen. all the Knicks fans that are traveling to the ATL, that should not be a problem. It should be like another home court advantage.
And they're already there too. There's a lot of Knicks fans in Atlanta already there, ready to go.
Papa left, are you there? Going once. Going once. All right.
Do we know if Papa got into the game? I saw he was having some issues with the Ticketmaster.
He did.
Tickets or something like that.
I was with him. What happened was StubHub messed a lot of people up, man. Even my guy J Cal, who I went to the game with, because you need the on ticket,
barcode?
You need the barcode. You need an animated barcode. And StubHub, they were only giving you the static image, so they weren't accepting it.
So it was their own fault,
basically. So a lot of
because it wouldn't scan or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't scan. It wouldn't scan.
Wow.
So a lot of people had issues with StubHub today. It was a long line of people.
Wow.
Did they ultimately let them in, or?
I would think so. The place was thick. It was thick in there. So I would think, a lot of that stuff got remediated. So, yeah, there's a lot of issues with StubHub, man. So we'll see what happens in the A, because I know my tickets from Game 3 is from Vivid Seats. So I got to call. I'm going to call the ticket place tomorrow in Atlanta and just make sure everything is good. Make sure that we in there heavy. Couple more super chats have come in. Tom Herrera says was at the game and thought Bullock was the only one who defended Trey well. Rose was terrific on O, but got blown up on every screen they threw at him. Which takes us to William Ambler's point. He says, how would you guard the pick and roll? I might go under the screen and hedge with the bigs. Trey shoots 34% from 3. I don't see him killing us off the dribble from 3. It's going to be interesting to see what adjustments Tibbs makes, Rose, that is the weakness there with Rose is that his defense isn't up to snuff, but we'll see what type of adjustments they make. Do they trap occasionally on the pick and roll? Do they duck under the pick and roll, and so that they can cut off those drives, man? Because he was just getting into the paint, with ease, and his floater game is on the money, man. I think he's leading the league in floaters. So we'll have to see what's going on. R. Johnson in the chat said, y'all underestimating Atlanta sports fan in playoff season. I'm just letting y'all know, man, stop it. Knicks fans are gonna be in there heavy. It's gonna be MSG.
Whatever. Bye.
Every Knick game in Atlanta is MSG South.
Every time.
Basically.
Nothing.
Ayub Matan says, Ja carrying a team. RJ needs to step up. So to Ayub. Smarty Jones in the super chat. The Rhyme Animal Chuck D sends a super chat. Says, playoffs, another beast. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Knicks Nation. It comes down to what team will outwill the other and beat them 4 times. I repeat, 4. That's it, man. It's a 7-game series. And Robert Harry, appreciate the super chat. All right. So I think we got all the frustrations out. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for going through it. Against all odds, technical difficulties aside, we'll get it back right on Wednesday. CK, I don't know. Did you run a speed test?
Yeah, I did everything. Internet, everything is good.
CK
like fast. Oh, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you not hear me?
CK?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, can you not hear me?
Ash, you can hear me, right?
Oh, there I am. Hello? My fault.
Yeah.
I guess I accidentally muted myself. What's up? I can hear you, though. Yeah. But yeah, I did everything. Speed test, I did everything. I don't know what's going on. OBS is just tripping. I'm glad the audio came through, but everything should be running fine. Settings are how they normally are. I don't know, but like you said, we should be right by game 2. We should be all right, so.
Yeah, because on my end, right? Everything on my, I don't want to give away the whole setup, but everything on my end is running smoothly. Like, I could see LOK.
Yeah.
The audio came in. The audio wasn't choppy, so I think my connection is okay. Maybe we try it. From my end the next time. I just wasn't confident with the highlights and everything that
would go through.
So let's see what happens. We'll try it that way.
I didn't do anything to Ari. I just suggested that perhaps he should go seek help for his addiction to gambling. I didn't do anything to him. I was just trying to be a friend. That's all.
And gambling's a part of the game.
Oh, now you're friends.
Expressing my concern.
Now you're friends.
Yeah.
Listen, Ari's $35,000 in the hole, okay? Like, he needs some serious help, okay? And now he's talking about, I'm gonna go big on the Heat, I think. The man's 25 G's in the hole talking about he's gonna go big on the Heat. He might need to slow his roll, okay? Everyone has their strong suits. I don't think betting is Ari's strong suit in life. Like...
Yeah, we might have to switch it up, Ari. Shout out Del Will. He says Julius, he sends a super chat, said Julius seemed like he was in his own head tonight. Gotta make Young earn his trips to the line. We'll clean things up and be just fine. All right. With that being said, remember, people, Game 2. I'm giving away 2 tickets to Game 2 plus a $200 NBA Store gift card. So we're giving away 2 tickets and enough money to make sure that you get yourself a fresh jersey, whatever you want. Really, you do whatever you want with it. And that is courtesy of KnicksFanTV and my guys at Forzano Law Firm. Once again, for all your personal injury needs, whether you've been in a car accident, motorcycle accident, construction accident, slip and fall, nursing home abuse, call my guys at Forzano Law Firm. They will start you on the path to recovery and monetary compensation. Call 718-872-1397. Tell them CP from KnicksFanTV sent you. And they offer free consultation and free representation until you get paid. So tomorrow night, 10 p.m., join us back on KnicksFanTV where we'll announce the winner live for the Game 2, 2 tickets, $200 gift card. And yeah, man, that's the story. CK Ash, you guys want to sign out? Get up out of here. Let's just let the people know where they can find you guys.
Yeah, man, I'm calling shenanigans. It's your boy CK. I'm calling shenanigans on what happened tonight on the technical difficulties. I'm blaming the refs. That's all I can be. It's the referee's fault. That's all I'm gonna go on. Referee and Trae Young's fault. That's what I'm blaming it on. But you know what it is. Your boy CK, 2K. Find me everywhere on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Find your boy there at CK2K. We'll be all right. Game 2 be different. 3 days to recover. We'll be okay. We'll be all right.
Ashley.
As usual, you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Ashley Nicole Moss. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, All In With Ashley Nicole. A bunch of cool things happening this week. I will keep you posted on that. And look, Game 1 is over with. We put it in the back burner. We put it in the rearview mirror. We're moving on to Game 2. We're still at home. We're still in front of the home crowd. New York, we're still here, okay? Don't let this one manifest and sit in your mind. It's over, it's done with. We got this. I'm still calling it Knicks in 6. And whoever don't like it, come see me about it.
Let's get it.
Some smoke.
Let's get it.
All right, people, we out of here. I'll be on SNY with Ian Begley and the crew tomorrow at 3 p.m. And then back again tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, announcing the winner for Game 2. So keep it locked on KnicksFanTV. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for rocking with us through the technical difficulties.